Today we will discuss a very important topic in occupational safety, working in confined spaces. This is one of the most hazardous working environments, often leading to fatal accidents, yet it is sometimes underestimated. Part 1. Overview of confined spaces. First, let's clarify what a confined space is. It is an enclosed or partially enclosed area large enough for a worker to enter and perform tasks such as inspection, cleaning, maintenance, or repair. However, these spaces are not designed for continuous human occupancy. Typical features include narrow entry and exit points, making evacuation difficult, potential presence of toxic, flammable gases or oxygen deficiency. Emergency rescue operations are often very challenging. Even if a worker only places their head inside the entryway, it is considered entering a confined space. We often encounter confined spaces in tanks, silos, sewers, pipelines, manholes, furnaces, and storage vessels. Confined spaces can be classified into 4 categories. Type 1. High risk. Contaminants are not clearly identified. Even attendants outside must wear breathing apparatus for rescue readiness. Type 2. High risk, but contaminants are known and can be controlled to some extent. Type 3. Isolated from hazards. Frequent entry permitted but requires continuous monitoring. Type 4. Very low risk, well ventilated, sufficient lighting. Still, all safety procedures must be followed. Part 2. Major hazards in confined spaces. In these environments, dangers are always present. The key hazards include: first, oxygen deficiency. This is the leading cause of death. When oxygen drops below 19.5%, workers may feel dizzy, lose judgment, and collapse within minutes. Causes include rusting, combustion, microbial activity, or displacement by other gases. Second, toxic atmospheres. Gases such as carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, chlorine, or fuel vapors may be invisible and odorless. Some are so toxic that just a few breaths can be fatal. Third, fire and explosion risks. In confined spaces, when oxygen, fuel, and an ignition source are present, explosions can occur instantly. Vapors from fuels, methane gas, coal dust, and grain dust can all ignite violently. Fourth, physical hazards. Loose materials collapsing and burying workers, narrow slippery access ladders causing falls, tools and objects falling from above, risk of electrocution in damp or metallic tanks, poor visibility due to lack of lighting, extreme heat or cold, loud noise echoing in confined spaces damaging hearing, risk of drowning if liquid remains in tanks or pits. Clearly, just one moment of negligence can result in severe consequences. Part 3. Responsibilities of stakeholders. To ensure safety, both management and workers must share responsibilities. Supervisors and managers must conduct risk assessments before work, provide sufficient personnel, equipment, and protective gear, regularly monitor gas and oxygen levels, ensure all workers are trained and medically fit, issue work permits, signage, ventilation, rescue, and communication systems. After work, verify that no one remains inside. Workers must receive training and health checks, comply with safety procedures and sign work permits, always wear proper PPE, and stay alert to hazards. Part 4. Preparations before entering confined spaces. Before entering, strict preparations must be made. Isolate hazards, disconnect power, release pressure, close valves, block mechanical parts. Gas testing, performed by trained personnel, measuring at different levels, top, middle, bottom. Never use fire to test. Ventilation, blow fresh air in, ensuring exhaust has a way out. Emergency plan, prepare personnel, equipment, and clear rescue procedures. Rescue equipment, breathing apparatus, lifelines, stretchers, flashlights, first aid kits. Assign a standby attendant must stay at the entry point at all times, monitoring and maintaining communication. Equipment check, only explosion-proof, low voltage, non-sparking tools are allowed. Part 5. Principles while working inside. Once inside, workers must strictly follow these rules. Always maintain communication with the attendant outside. Continuously monitor oxygen and gas levels, keeping oxygen between 19.5% to 23.5%. Ensure safe lighting and proper ventilation. Limit the number of workers inside. The first entrant must wear a lifeline. Post warning signs. Workers inside confined space. For welding or electrical work, use specialized PPE. Do not bring matches, lighters, or spark-producing tools. At the end, the number of people exiting must match those who entered. Part 6. Emergency evacuation and rescue. In emergencies, evacuation procedures must be activated immediately. The attendant raises the alarm and contacts emergency services. Rescue should use the fastest and safest route. Rescuers must only enter with breathing apparatus, ventilation, and once the atmosphere is tested safe. Untrained persons must never attempt rescue. Hasty actions can cause more casualties. After evacuation, ensure all personnel are accounted for. Tools and equipment may only be retrieved once the space is confirmed safe. Conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, working in confined spaces is highly dangerous and requires strict compliance with safety procedures. Even a small mistake can cost lives. Therefore, always remember, understand the risks, follow the procedures, wear proper protective equipment, and never be complacent. Safety is not only a personal responsibility, it protects your teammates as well. Thank you for your attention.